Welcome to your Thursday Thrive in 5, your 5-minute pause from the chaos, the gaslighting, and that text you knew better than to reply to. Take a breath, Queen. This one's for you. All right, a quick Thrive in 5 today, especially if you've been asking yourself, why am I so reactive? Why do I feel anxious, snappy, exhausted, even when nothing is technically happening? So here's the truth. Maybe nobody told you. You're not too sensitive. Your nervous system has been trained, right? So narcissists don't just mess with your mind. They hijack your body, your nervous system, right? So they can do this by keeping you in constant uncertainty, right? That it can be debilitating itself. They create emotional whiplash, right? The back and forth, and you know this from if you're with them now, or if you were with them in a romantic relationship, even siblings, parents, right? We're going to love bomb, then we're going to take it back the other way. We're going to punish, we're going to dismiss, we're going to manipulate, right? There's a lot of emotional ups and downs. So that's one way that they are able to do this, and provoking reactions so they can stay in control, right? They will try to get reactions out of you so they know they have control of you, right? It's as simple as that. So if your heart races over a text you get, if silence makes you spiral and you're like, wait, and maybe you've reached out to them, or you're co-parenting with them and they're not responding, but then they expect you to respond like that, right? If conflict feels absolutely unbearable and like very unpredictable, unsafe even, which it shouldn't feel like that with normal, healthy individuals or relationships, right? So if it feels like that, that's a sign, right? That your body will get messed up by this stuff, not just your mind. So this is not weakness. This is conditioning. You've been conditioned. And what trained can be retrained. So your power queen move today is simple. Pause, breathe, and eat a cookie. No, I'm just kidding. That's not it. But that's good too. Now, remind your body, I am safe right now. Right? Just, I am safe. And this sounds so simple, right? But when you are in the midst, part of healing is kind of creating and maintaining this muscle. It's like a muscle, right? Just like we have lift weights and get muscles. This repetitive action of pulling yourself out, being able to just for a second, just pulling yourself out, right? You could even imagine yourself just on a string. Whoop, I'm going to pull myself out when I get like in a spiral. Pull, and a reminder, I am safe right now. And if you're not safe, run. No, I'm just kidding. If you're not in a safe situation, you're living with the person. I know most of the people who listen to this are usually out of these situations and co-parenting, or it's someone that they don't have to deal with every single day. They're not living with them. But if you are, right, if you're not safe, then you should absolutely, call the abuse hotline. I'll put that number in the show notes. Do what you need to do to get out of this unsafe situation. But for those of you who are just looking for a way to calm the nervous system, there is obviously this thing, and it seems so simple and small, but if you can just first teach yourself to get to the present, right? To pull yourself out of that mind spiral. Imagine just that string, pull, and I am safe right now. I am safe right now. And just even close your eyes, right? There's all these tools to use after that, but I'm highlighting this because we've talked about a lot of those tools. This is for if it's hard for you to pull yourself out to even get to those tools, right? So if you can't pull out of the spiral, it's going to be hard to go stare at everything. Like when we do orienting, which is, if you don't know, if you're new here, orienting is coming to the present, maybe looking for objects around you, naming them, or looking for three different colors, smelling a certain smell. Do you have a smell you can identify? And then maybe feeling a texture on the couch, right? So you're using your senses to orient yourself into the present. So that's an example of one of the tools to calm your nervous system. However, you need to pull yourself out. So I like the little string and I'm safe now to just set the tone. And once you implement that, doing the other tools along with it. And that can be simple breath work. We don't have to call it breath work, right? That's a big buzzword now. You literally are just doing different ways of breathing. My favorite is the halo. It's inhale through the nose and out through the mouth. Right away, I feel calmer just from the breath, right? It's a beautiful tool we have that is free and we literally use it all day long, but we overuse it and we don't use it enough or we're not breathing in enough oxygen, right? So using this tool we already have in the right way, which is just kind of making it a slowed, controlled, even just actually acknowledging it, even if you don't control if it's slower. When you bring yourself to the present moment and you're observing your own breath, that automatically does help your nervous system, right? However, if you want to take that step further to calm yourself a little more, you can slow down the breathing, and that can just look like slow breath in, a longer breath. You can hold it for a second or two, release it calmly. That's going to do a little more helpful little thing for your nervous system, right? So just think of that string. When you're spiraling, just think of the string, pull out. I am safe right now. Okay. And then you can add on whatever tool you want from all my other Thrive in Fives. There's a bunch of different tools we use. If you want something specific, if you want to know something, sometimes like visualizations don't work for everybody. Like my daughter, she can't visualize. There's actually a name for it. I forget now. She knows it, but I don't. But it's a thing people have where they can't visualize. Like I always picture everything. I'm very visual. I didn't even know that was a thing till she was like, I see nothing. So I was like, oh, that's interesting. So I looked into it and it's actually a thing. So some of my clients I've noticed have had that too recently. I had one client and I was like, oh my gosh, my daughter has that same thing too. So we don't do the visualization techniques. There's so many more. There's sound, there's future thinking sort of things. There's breath work. They're getting in the body. You can take walks, be in nature, right? There's all sort of grounding techniques that you can do that you don't need your visualization senses to use, right? So if you want to even reach out to me on email and say, hey, I have trouble visualizing or I have trouble doing this. Is there an alternative, right? Please hit me up. Maybe I'll do a podcast episode on that as well. That would be good. Like if you can't visualize stuff, here's some tools. Okay. So if this hits and you didn't listen to Tuesday's episode, that was 3 ways narcissists hijack your nervous system. I break down what's happening, exactly what's happening and how to start taking your body back, right? Because healing it's not just mental. It is nervous system deep, right? Your body remembers. And I mention this a lot, but it's very important for us to know our mind can be kind of steps ahead of our body, right? From our body. Where we might know something on the surface or logically, like, I know that what he said doesn't matter and it's a lie and whatever. And then we're still having this visceral response as if we do care mentally because our body is remembering and delayed and it almost takes longer to heal in that way, right? There's subconscious things that aren't quite sure yet because our body protects itself, right? So yes, you don't need to fix yourself. You just need to come back home into your body and do this somatic work, right? So if you want to work one-on-one, I do have 3 options. There's 3, 6, and 12 month programs. They are once a week. We have Zoom calls, and most people do video for them. For the somatic healing part, I do kind of need video so I can be with you visually through the journey. But I do coaching with a mix of somatic healing. If you want more details on that, click the link so you can read more about what that looks like. And if you have any questions ever about all the things, any of the things, email me. It's always in the show notes too. The show notes are in each episode and also on my main page, I believe. My email is both places. Also, join my Facebook page for women just like you, and it's private. You do have to answer questions and put your email so I know you're not some weird bot out in the world, because we want this to be a safe, private place. So it's for security reasons. I ask the questions. So definitely fill that out and enter if you dare. No, I'm just kidding. Enter the Facebook group and you guys can chat between yourselves. I'll throw up some videos here and there. I put my podcast episodes on there. But definitely get engaged in that. And it's a great place to connect with each other. Okay. So don't forget to also follow so you get every single episode. It will notify you. So follow on whatever platform you are on listening to this lovely podcast. Just hit that follow or subscribe, whatever it's called on your platform. And then you get, Christy all the time. No, twice a week. Tuesdays are the longer episodes. Thursdays are these Thrive in Fives that are a little shorter in case I babble on, which sometimes I do because I am me. Christy Jade can be a babbler. That's why I have a microphone in front of my face, right? All right. So I love you guys. I'm here for you. I know this is not the easiest thing to go through, but I'm here to make it easier for you and help you through this path. So shine up your crown and let's go out with a couple I am affirmations. So repeat after me. All right. I am allowed to have boundaries. I am allowed to feel safe. Because I'm a queen. That's right, you are. All right, go shine on, queen. I will see you in the next episode. Bye.